how do you help people navigate through that when it comes to the mindset shift?
So what I offer is a one-on-one coaching, and in that I can do rapid mindset shift in a 1 hour session with me. But it's about asking the right questions and really teasing that out. Because if someone said to me, hey, this is what I really want, but I'm too afraid to ask it, or what does it say about me if I tell people what I want? What does it say about me as a man if I tell my wife I want to have sex more? What does it say to me about a woman if I've never told my husband about the trauma that I've had? What does it say about me if I love sex? What does it say about me if I'm scared? What does it say if I'm telling my partner I'm not satisfied? People, it's all up here. That is, they're already telling themselves a story about how they feel, and they're getting into their emotions. So if we say, well, I can, in a one-on-one session, clear that up, clear the path to the conversation, clear the path to the satisfaction, clear the path to getting what you want. And my testimonials from my current clients will tell you that it's worth it. And a lot of people come back and have said publicly, I was so scared to speak to Katrina. I'm very easy to talk to, is what people say, and they say thank you mostly. And I just think that in itself is the testimony of the people I've worked for, is enough for people to say, oh, maybe I can have this conversation too, because on the other side of that difficulty is the pleasure that I seek.
Now, you've worked with a lot of people and you've helped a lot of people. I'm sure that there's some common things that usually come up, usually misunderstandings, misconceptions, myths that people kind of tell themselves. Are there three or four really common myths or or misconceptions or misunderstandings that you hear a lot of time that you could share with right now and kind of kill that myth or misunderstanding?
Yeah. Well, number one, let's go straight to the top, that women say they can't orgasm, or they've never had an orgasm, or they don't know how. Every woman can. That is absolutely not true. And it may be, as I've said, we can talk about the mindset, we can talk about the physical, we can talk about the practicalities, but every woman can. So if people can't, or just are in that thing of I can't, that is untrue. Um, I think for men, it's just being brave enough to have that conversation with me, which so many are. So I'm not like I'm looking to break down all those barriers, but enough men are coming to me and telling me, and they tell me really honest and intimate things, and I help them and they walk away, and of course they're happy because it works. So I think bravery is a big thing, and I think too, I also spoke to another person who's another coach. She's a lifestyle coach herself, and she was just baffled by me and my topic and what I do. And she's like, I've never even thought of it. And I'm thinking, you've been coaching people for years on all sorts of topics, but mainly business or money or lifestyle, and sex has just been left out of the equation. So I think sex needs to come back in the occasion. We're all adults, for adults, of course. And that thinking about nature and our biology, that we are designed to be sexual beings and sexual creatures. And, humans and dolphins are the only ones that have sex for pleasure, not just for procreation. So if it is something that's pleasure, it's good for you. There are virtually no downsides. Why wouldn't we? So let's just think, oh, what am I missing? I'm missing out on all this fun that I could be having. And for most people, they've got a willing person right there in their house or their bed, and they're not doing it. You don't even have to go and find somebody. You've got somebody there.
Embrace this as a metaphor for success.
All right, you've got to straighten things out if they're a bit crooked, and it takes time. So things don't happen overnight. That is something where we put things in place to get things in order and straightened out, and it takes time. A lot of people want quick answers, quick results. We're in the society where I need to be stimulated quickly, and I'm flicking through Netflix. Success takes time. Straightening things out takes time. Getting through to what the life you really want, it does take a bit of time and effort on your part, but it's so worth it.
Nicely done. So that's how success is like braces.